Hi guys, good afternoon. Just coming up to 1 p.m. here in London, so I thought we'd have a quick watch over the markets. You can see S&P here. It's been banging on the R1 and the high of the day a few times already. It's slow, to be honest. It's slow out there for stocks. Got a bit of a trend line that I would have on, and the other area of interest I've got where I think people would be looking for longs or shorts below is 30.74. So yeah, that's the area I'm most interested in today to see that the buyers still have control of. The zone up here, you obviously got the 3100 handle. You've also got 3115, which dates back to those areas back in March, beginning of March, so be looking at that. Have we just broken out of a new range last night? Potentially, which is why I'm most interested in that 30.74 level. The euro has drifted down a bit, but it's just come into, you can see here another area I've got marked up where the buyers would be interested. Previous high of yesterday, and also the high that we had on the 27th of March, and we broke through. So key level in there to keep an eye on for the euro. If that doesn't hold, I'd be looking for price to drift back down towards the pivot area, 111.57, which is also the high of the first as well. Aussie Dollar's been pushing higher over the last few days, but has come unstuck a touch here down to its sort of lower area of the day. Decent break of support early this morning around 8 a.m. It hasn't looked back as of yet, and the pound as well actually came under a bit of pressure, but it's coming to that same area the euro is, and just a previous high, also an area of resistance later on, and we're just hitting that. So not massive moves for the euro or the pound, but at big levels that I think we need to keep an eye on. Oil has had a few comments out, and hence this bigger move lower that we've seen. Decent drop down, breakthrough areas of support. We initially did find support on the pivot, little bounce up towards those previous lows here. That would have been a great place to go for the classic or take profits if you had been long. We're now back below that and still drifting down a touch overall in the day, but for an area where the bulls and bears will have to fight it out, here is a good enough zone around that 36.40. However, it's a headline driven market today, so yeah, just bear that in mind. Quick look over at the Dow, which you can see is also knocking on the door of the highs, as is the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq again pushing on here in the futures market for another consecutive day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, 8 days including today. Do we reach that all-time high? We are less than 1% away. Wow, less than 8% away from an all-time high on the Nasdaq. What better way to finish this recording than that? Yeah, you can see we finally got back above that 21st of Feb. That's key for the bulls to defend, as with the area I talked about in the S&P. Feels like it's a matter of time. I think we go higher, as you're probably bored of me saying. I think we go higher in the S&P until this area here, which I suspect comes in line with the Fed meeting next Wednesday, and that's a good enough place where people will take a bit of profit, and suddenly a negative headline actually carries a bit more weight. Yes, wait and see, trade what you see, not what you think, but that's just the way I see things panning out. Hope you're all good, guys, and I'll catch you all later on.